thinking about having a baby, but you hear your biological clock ticking? Don't take chances. Beat the clock. It's the biggest health concern of couples in the 90s. Jennifer Antkowiak takes an in-depth look at ways some couples are conceiving healthier and faster. Today on KDKA TV News at 5.
It seems like it's like a Las Vegas type thing. Come in here and watch our news and you're going to win a prize.
Kind of makes it like a game show then, you know, like they're only watching the news to see if they can win something.
Fast Freddy's TV station here.
Come on, you know, watch, win.
Hey, come on in.
It's not a game show type of thing, you know. I mean, it's serious business.
Coming up, a helicopter made an emergency landing in Somerset County this morning. We'll have the latest on that. And former students, young and old, bid a special farewell to their favorite band director. The new news is next.
I dry clean my sweaters at home.
It cuts my trips to the cleaners in half.
Introducing Custom Cleaner, the home dry cleaning kit that works right in your dryer. Have a spot? Remove it with a pre-moistened sheet. Put the same sheet and up to 4 garments into the reusable bag. Tumble on low, that's it.
I dry cleaned all of these with one kit, and everything smells so fresh.
Cut your trips to the cleaners in half with new Custom Cleaner.
If you or someone you know needs a wheelchair, call this free number now. Lightweight wheelchairs, electric wheelchairs, companion wheelchairs, and 3-wheel scooters. See the new electric wheelchair that folds up and goes in the car. Majors Medical Supply is a participating Medicare provider accepting assignment on most manual and electric wheelchairs. To see if you qualify for an electric or manual wheelchair, call Majors Medical Supply. Let the experts at Majors help you.
If you're hurt in an accident or disabled and can't work, who you choose as a lawyer could be one of the most important decisions you ever make. I'm attorney Edgar Snyder. At my law firm, we represent people who have been injured due to automobile accidents, slip and falls, defective products, and accidents on the job. We also represent people denied Social Security disability benefits. For a free consultation about your injury claim, call my law firm first. Remember, we're here for you.
Call attorney Edgar Snyder, 391-2101, 391-2101.
You're watching KDKA TV News.
Good afternoon. A developing story out of Somerset County this noontime. That's where state police say a helicopter has gone down. It reportedly was forced to make an emergency landing in a shallow river just south of the town of Confluence. So far, all police are telling us is that 2 people were on board. No word of any possible injuries. We have a crew on the way, and we'll have more on the evening news. Police are trying to track down 2 people they consider armed and dangerous. They're accused of attacking a woman and then holding another couple hostage in West Mifflin. One of the suspects is a juvenile. The other is identified as 21-year-old Terence Sloan, also known as Tete. Police told David Highfield the 2 went to Sloan's girlfriend's home in West Mifflin Estates yesterday and beat her up.
They entered one apartment, knocked on the door. People opened the door. They put the weapons in their face. Put them on the floor, told them they were there to rob them. They were very scared.
When Sloan's girlfriend called police, the suspects went to another building and allegedly held a couple hostage for about an hour and a half. Police say he and the juvenile then drove off in a dark blue Oldsmobile that possibly had no headlights. If you have any information, call the West Mifflin Police. In Indiana County, police are also on the lookout for suspects in a shooting that left one person hurt in a dance club. Someone fired shots through the wall of the Runway 56 club in Wheatfield Township early yesterday morning. The DJ, 37-year-old Todd Clyde, was struck in the hand. Police think the .22 caliber bullet was probably fired from a Route 711. So far, no suspects. In Greene County, police are investigating a possible murder-suicide. It happened yesterday in Waynesburg. 46-year-old Mathel Smith and 48-year-old Carl Rhodes were found shot to death on the kitchen floor of their home. Police found a gun near Rhodes' body, leading to speculation about it being a murder-suicide. And police are still looking for a man who allegedly threatened a woman at gunpoint on Interstate 80 near Clarion. It began Sunday at a rest stop in Brookville and ended at the Ohio border in Youngstown. The driver got out of her rig to take her dog for a walk when the trouble began.
I was in Pennsylvania. I had pulled over for my 8-hour break, and when I got up, I took my dog out, and it was still dark, and a guy come up behind me and put a gun to my head and told me he wasn't going to hurt me, that he wanted me to take him to the Ohio line.
When they arrived at the Ohio line, someone in a blue or gray Pontiac Grand Am or Grand Prix was waiting to pick up the hitchhikers. So far, no suspects. Firefighters still looking for a cause in a barn fire in Mercer County that wiped out a dairy farmer's entire herd of cows. Richard Weber lost about 30 cows Saturday night in this fire at his farm in Pine Township. It took about 50 firefighters from 3 counties to get things under control. Fortunately, nobody hurt in that fire. The Allegheny County Courthouse has been invaded, but not by people, but rather bugs. It seems the courthouse has a real problem with roaches. The pests have been spotted running across desks in the bathrooms and running inside coffee cups. So exterminators from Leaf Pest Control are taking advantage of the holiday to fumigate the entire building. They say the spraying will be so intensive, no one will be permitted inside the building until tomorrow. And since today is President's Day, the courthouse, of course, is closed. Most other government offices and banks are closed. Federal, state, and county offices in Allegheny, Beaver, Butler, Washington, and Westmoreland counties will not be open. And no mail delivery, but Pittsburgh schools and city officials will be open, city offices, I should say, and garbage will be collected in the city of Pittsburgh, and the Port Authority is running on its normal schedule. Former students say he was a stickler for details, who loved making music. Stephen G. Armbrittus was a band director at several Pittsburgh schools for more than 40 years. He died Friday, but today former students gave him one last song. Armbrittus was a band director at Stowe High School from 1931 to 41. He was laid to rest today at a mass at St. John of the God Parish, St. Mary Church in McKees Rocks. He died Friday of heart failure at a nursing center in Coraopolis. He was 90 years old. Bob's coming up with the AccuWeather forecast that includes some warmer weather. Then doctors go on the attack against epilepsy. Details of a surprising diet you would think would be bad for the patients coming up.
Ask the Doctor is brought to you by the Western Pennsylvania Healthcare System. You paid for it. Do you want to blow the whistle on wasteful government spending? Just call 1-800-TIP-KDKA, the hometown advantage.
Homeowners, are you buried under an avalanche of bills? Is your mortgage payment and interest rate outreach? Do you have slow credit or late payments?
Winkin Home Equity.
At Winkin Home Equity, we understand that not everybody has perfect credit. For low rates on a home equity loan, even if you've had credit problems, call 1-800-231-3555.
Your problem is no problem. Winkin Home Equity, call us now.
Have you ever bought a new car, and when you park it, you walk a few steps away, and you look back? I've got a car that will make you do that.
This is the car, the 97 Buick LeSabre. America's best-selling full-size is roomier than Camry or Avalon, more powerful than Honda or Maxima. LeSabre gets better mileage than Grand Marquis. Now choose a $299 a month lease or factory-to-dealer incentives.
Western Pennsylvania, it's nice to drive a real car again.
It was my worst nightmare. The police arrested me at work, right in front of my friends. The local TV station was there. My family was disgraced. Nobody thought that I was innocent. Today, I'm a free man. I'll never see this side of the courtroom again.
At Probanik and Probanik, we will defend your freedom.
Giant Eagle knows that when it comes to health and beauty products, everyone has their own favorites. That's why in the drugstore at Giant Eagle, we've gone out of our way to make sure we have a huge selection of name brand items at competitive prices that are sure to fit the diverse needs of every family. Of course, there are some things that even the best drugstore in the world can't prevent.
Come on, Dad, we're gonna be late.
I'll be right out. It takes a giant to make life simple.
Welcome back to the AccuWeather Advantage.
And good afternoon, everyone. A bit on the nippy side, plenty of sunshine. Things are going to warm up a lot over the next several days around here. Mostly sunny now. This morning, temperatures were in the teens. We're up to 26. Humidity 63%, winds hardly anything, light and variable. They happen to be out of the west now at 3 miles an hour. The pressure 30.56 inches rising. Satellite. Notice the eastern half of the country, absolutely nothing going on. Some clouds have brushed through here. Moving off the east coast, we had a little bit of snow during the day yesterday, most of us an inch. But north and east of Pittsburgh, several inches of snow. But right now in the eastern half, nothing. Things are very, very quiet. Western half, a lot of clouds, and that's what's going to happen the next several days. Things are going to be rather quiet in the east as things slowly warm up. There's a little bit of light snow move through southern New England. That's just about ended in Boston and moves off the east coast. Right now, rather nippy up in New England. Northern sections of Maine this morning, 15 to 20 below zero. But forget about that. That's all heading off to the northeast now. High drifts off to the southeast. Things are warming up, even in the plain states. Temperatures this afternoon in Texas will be up into the 70s, even up around Kansas City. Missouri, temperatures in the 60s. How about North and South Dakota this afternoon? Readings up there pretty close to 50, well up into the 40s, 45 to 48, a few 50s up there. So, as the high moves off to the east, things are going to warm up around here. Yes, talking about 50s, maybe even a 60 thrown in by Wednesday or Thursday. So, check out the AccuWeather forecast. Mostly sunny. Yeah, still a bit on the nippy side. Normal highs upper 30s. We'll get to around 32 or 3 this afternoon. Skies, for the most part, will be clear or fair or partly cloudy overnight. Low tomorrow morning in the low 20s. Tomorrow, yep, mostly sunny. Winds around to the southwest, 10 to 15 miles an hour. Afternoon high in the low 50s. Gets better than that. Looking at the AccuWeather 5-day planner, on to Tuesday? No, on to Wednesday. How about clouds and sunshine? 58, could even hit 60 on Wednesday afternoon. Thursday, a little bit of rain in the afternoon, but temperature still in the 50s. Then it begins to cool down a little on Friday, 50, along with some rain and seasonable temps, upper 30s more than likely, over the weekend. Okay, hometown happening.
What?
It's Barefoot in the Park, all right? Takes place at the Mount Pleasant Township Community Center in Hickory, PA. Thursday, Friday, Saturday at 7:30. Further information, 356-4064. The February thaw this week.
Golf-type weather.
Well, it's going to be kind of sloppy out there.
Well,
I guess
there'll be people out there.
Yes, there will be.
Thanks, Bob. In health news, doctors may have found a way to control epileptic seizures by simply switching patients to a high-fat diet. It appears by substituting foods such as whipping cream rather than milk and large amounts of butter and mayonnaise. Parents are able to control their children's seizures. It's called the Keto genetic diet. It is made up mostly of fats. Here's how it works.
By having this high-fat, low-protein carbohydrate diet and making sure that the brain used ketone bodies for its energy source, in actual fact, they found that it was very, very successful for controlling seizures.
And while the diet consists of small portions, results are certainly large. Children who have had as many as 20 seizures a day have had them eliminated with the new diet. The program has been so successful in many cases, they have been able to stop taking their medication.